So you normally see one of our vari speeds being tested. This one's a slightly cheaper belt drive head, and also this machine hasn't had a full regrind. So the knee hasn't needed it, the y-axis hasn't needed it, but we have reground the table and matched it to the apron there. So the table's absolutely immaculate. Top of the table, two sides, and the underside of the slideway's all been done, matched with the gib strips to the apron underneath. We've replaced the full normal service, stripped down the head, replaced loads of old bearings and so on, all the belts, all sorts of new parts in the head, matched pair, super precision bearings in the spindle and in the quill. It's had the upgrade of, as standard it comes with the X-axis power feed, we've added the Y-axis and the Z at customer request, and the upgrade LCD console as well. So it's got a 3-axis DRO system, and again it's had the full stripped down service. So let's see this machine running. It's a really nice machine. It's at a lower price point, so check us out on the website, gtmachineparts.co.uk. Still a lovely machine, but at a lower price point to the variable speed heads, because they do cost quite a lot more than the variable speed heads. Right, so the lead screws are absolutely like new, if not new. Lovely and smooth all the way across. Obviously that axis has been reground. This one we haven't reground the Y. It honestly hasn't needed it. Absolutely spot on. Lovely and smooth all the way across. And we've offered a lower price point because of that. Same with the knee. Lovely and smooth. All working bob on. All the locks have been serviced. X, Y and the knee in and underneath here, all been serviced as they should. The lube system's been replaced, so new lube pipe, all the metering units, and a brand new Bilge-Yaw pump, which is the original. Okay, so let's fire up all the power feeds at once, and just to save a bit of time on the video. So there's the X, the Y, and the Z on the knee axis there. So you should be able to see them all reading on the DRO screen. In reverse now. All working as we should. Okay, so that's all bob on. There's an LED light here. That's IP65 sealed. Turn that off. The guarding system's all interlocked, so as you open the guard, the machine will shut down. So if you open it like this, or open it like that, it's a double interlock, so it will shut down. So you have to reinitialise it to fire back on. Okay, we can supply any type of guard you wish, so just tell us what meets your risk assessment, and we'll fit what you require. Okay, so moving on. Hold up. Let's test the head and the quill now. So the head is the low rise pancake motor, but it's a twin speed type. So we're currently in high range. Yeah, I've just checked that all the handles in the correct place. So we're in high range as far as the gear goes, and that's the low range as far as the motor switch goes. So that's low, that's now going to high. Absolutely lovely and quiet. So for every position you've got 4 different speeds. Every belt position you've got 4 different speeds, that is. Lovely and quiet in both ways. Right, for this one, what you're going to do is watch where the positions are. We're currently in high range, so you're going to watch where the positions of these handles are. So for high, this one needs to be facing directly towards you, and this one at the back needs to be to out, so it's pushed towards the back of the machine. So we're going to want to change it to low range now. So this handle needs to come forward. Sometimes you need to move the spindle as you do it. And this one wants to come round towards me now. Okay, so that's low range now. Obviously, you don't want to do that while the head is running. It needs to be off. And you need to double check every time you have got them in the correct orientation. If you're not sure, just watch the video again, make sure it's correct. There's another trick as we go the other way. I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, so we're now in low range on the gear. So you'll also find the spindle will reverse as well. the direction because you've added another gear. Just as quiet as it low. And reverse now. Absolutely bob on. Brake works. Just hit the brake to show it works. Right, we're going to go to high range now. Back to high range. So we're going to this handle wants to go forward and this handle wants to go back to out. So move it to out. This one wants to go forward. But before you fire up, you must turn the spindle because you want to hear this piece here pop down into alignment, into engagement. Hear that? You must do that first. Okay, it's one of the critical things that you only need to do it on the belt drive. But it's only when you go from low to high, not the other way around. Okay, so fire up again. We'll show you that running. It's just as quiet now. But again, just make sure you turn the spindle, pick a pop, you're good. Okay, so we are currently, let's get the quill running. So I'm just making sure the lock's off. I'll put the handle up so you can see it coming down. And I'm going to come off the stop. So this quill stop wants to be just off the very top, and if you're down the bottom, just want to come off the bottom as well. So engage the feed handle, which is this one here, which comes this way. You see the handle going down now and feeding downwards. So for every spindle screw, you've got 3 different feed rates. This is the highest, remember this handle here. So that's the slowest when it's horizontal, and that's the medium when it's all the way down. And they're all working as they should. Again, you can move that while it's running, that's fine. But don't move those other handles while it's running. Okay, I'll turn that off now. With this handle, just push that back in. And this feed reverse knob, which moves in and out like that, push it back in and it will reverse the feed. So you'll see the handles coming back up now. The reason why I'm doing it like this is because the customer's asked to just give a quick reminder, because he's got a new engineer going to be running this machine, so he wants a quick reminder of what to do or what not to do with the machine. So although it's a demo, it's sort of a lesson as well. So it's coming back up to the top now, and normally, to be honest, you wouldn't, I'll let it trip out, but normally you wouldn't traverse it all the way to the top. So again, you must come off the stop there before you engage this feed handle. So we're going to reverse it now because you want to go down. It should be that easy, just pull it out and it should just go. So if you feel any resistance or there's a problem, just stop and just have a look, where this quill stop is situated. So yeah, this is just it's a demo and a quick lesson as well for the customer. Hope it helps someone else. If you haven't been on the machine for a long time, it's a bit of a reminder. Okay, so at the moment we've got the quill engaged. If you're not using it for any length of time, you can turn it off. So I'll just turn the spindle off. So this handle here turns this area off. So it goes to the bottom. Don't go up to the top. So it's at the bottom, it goes to the bottom. And there's a sticker here saying engage and disengage. So normally you wouldn't be using the quill. It's only if you're feeding your boring or something like that. But just leave it on disengage, otherwise just wear out needlessly. So moving on to how do we turn the head and so on. This here is 19mm spanner on here to turn the head. Before you crank that round, you need to undo these 4 bolts here. But you don't want to completely wind them off, because it'll wind off the gear. So just release them a little bit and then turn it around, hold your hand up, make sure the head doesn't come at you or something, and then crank it around. Obviously, one of ours has been serviced, but you might be using this video to traverse your own one, and there might be an issue with it. So always put your hand up just to make sure there is an issue with the gear, so it'll come at you. Okay, so and then be careful when you come to tighten these up. You don't want to tighten the gear on the gears on the teeth, so they want to be like that. So just joggle it to make sure you haven't sort of gone a gear on a gear, and then gently tighten these back up again to whatever the desired angle, which is read off this plate at the side. Okay, so if you want to tilt the head like this, so you can go up to 40 degrees like that. Again, you're going to want to crank this one on the top. You can't see it on the video at the moment, but there's another one on the top here. And there's 3 bolts here that need to be released first. Again, Don't wind them all the way out, just release them a little bit, and then gently wind this hand, crank this handle around against the same 19mm socket. Everything you do, just go, don't go at it like a bull at a gate. Just be gentle with it, otherwise you're going to strip some. And again, so once you get to the desired angle, you can just tighten these back up again, and you're fine. Okay, if you want to move the ramp forwards and backwards, you undo these two here. Again, just crack them off, just maybe like one turn, and then you move this handle here, and it should just move nice and easily. If you've got one you haven't moved in a long time, it probably won't move easily, but ours will. Ours are all been stripped, greased, and it'll work absolutely spot on. So, you know, that's worth noting. If you want to spin like this, it's there's 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so again, just release them a little bit. Don't wind them out because the whole ramp will go like that. And just, you know, maybe half a turn, and then you just push the ram around by hand and put it to the desired angle. And again, tighten it back up again before you start machining. Okay, so I hope that helps with a little reminder. It's not supposed to be a complete series on how to use the Bridgeport, it's just little reminders. And yeah, if you need a machine like this, check us out on gtmachineparts.co.uk. The links are below. And thanks for watching.